You can't always be there to protect her down the road. Make sure the tires she's riding on will. With the revolutionary Michelin Premier tire, even when half-worn, it's still safe, thanks to EverGrip technology. The Michelin Premier tire, safe when new, safe when worn.
Go forth and have no fear.
The all-new Jeep Renegade. With an available 2.4-liter multi-air engine that gets up to 31 miles per gallon highway. What will you be able to see?
A Weather Channel special primetime event. An American crisis.
Our land started falling away.
Unfolding before our eyes.
Definitely impacting what's going on now on the planet.
It's a sad thing.
Dave Malkoff investigates. Alaska, state of emergency. Coming up next on the Weather Channel.
I don't know what that was.
It felt huge. Don't move, man.
Currently in our area, 58 degrees under clear skies. Tonight, mostly clear, low 45, winds light and variable. Thursday, mainly sunny, high 73, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a mostly clear sky, low 50, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Freshen up your fall look with a new suit. For 4 days only, select suits are only $179.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on even more fashionable fall favorites. Men's Warehouse. Follow your style.
We've got trouble in Tommytown.
Where cold cuts give your belly thunder. Pink Relief is the first responder, so you can be a business boy wonder.
Fix stomach trouble fast with Pepto.
Let's give them a great breakfast so they can go out there and kick the butt they came here to kick. The reason they hired me is because I care about the details. I care so much it hurts. It's the little things that make your stay awesome, like free breakfast and pancake technology that I'm pretty sure we stole from the space program. One button, hot pancake. Total victory!
I need new carpet.
Okay.
I have 2 dogs and a husband.
House trained?
My husband?
No, the dogs.
Sometimes.
I'd suggest Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet.
Why?
Incredibly durable and stain resistant. That's why they call it Master.
I got it.
Purchase Stainmaster Carpet and Pad by 11/2 and get basic install by Thanksgiving for free.
Every insurance policy has a number. But not every insurance company understands the life behind it. For those who've served and the families who've supported them, we offer our best service in return. USAA, we know what it means to serve. Get an insurance quote.
We've been distracted. We've been focused on apps and hashtags and posts, anything but our friends. But today, we have this pizza. We get back in the moment and delight in the crispness of thin crust, slices of mozzarella, savory basil pesto, and the wholeness of cherry tomatoes. And in having a conversation with our voices in person. Today, we breathe life back into life. New Bon Appetit Pizza. Life is delicious.
What is your emergency?
My friend is having an allergic reaction. I don't know what to do.
Can you repeat that? Your cell phone is breaking up.
Our address is 2712, just off of road. Please send right away.
The signal is still breaking up. Can you call back on a landline?
Cell phones weren't meant to be home phones. A landline tells emergency operators your address the instant you call. Keep your family safe for less than 33 cents a day with a home phone line from Suddenlink. Call today or go to suddenlink.com.
And start bidding today.
Weekdays on AMHQ.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here. Let's talk about that. Let's lift the base of this. You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
Welcome back to Weather Underground. You're looking at Phoenix, Arizona, and there is a big part of the sky that is clouded over, and that is part of this big upper level low that is churning up storms and a lot of rain in the southern plains and the desert southwest. Let's take a look right now in portions of Mexico. You can actually really get a good look at where all of this is kind of moving through. We just see that big circulation counterclockwise through New Mexico and Arizona. So we're going to watch that very carefully through tonight. Let's take a look at the forecast and show you what's going to happen with the next 12 hours here. So as we go through the evening, you'll see a lot of these storms are going to start to move further to the north. They may even start to become pulled together in a big line just through portions of central and northern Texas. It's going to be a pretty ugly evening ahead of us. Good chance for some severe weather as we go through the overnight hours. And there are some new mesoscale discussions out that are talking about now some high wind. Could be one of the bigger factors as we go through the overnight, along with the already big hail factors.
Yeah, good stuff, Ryan. Thank you very much. Well, sounding off, you send us your questions and your comments all the time here on the show. 6 meteorologists walked into a bar, by the way, and we're gonna answer some of your questions right now. So let's get to it and show you your first one. This one comes in from John. Could there be a tornado in West Texas tonight? Wouldn't completely rule it out.
It's possible.
Right?
I mean, there is some shear. There's about 40, 50 knots of deep layer shear.
It's not overwhelming, but it could happen.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest threat with the storm, but it's not out of the question at all.
Not a lot of instability. That's one of the main limiting factors. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you very much for the question. Next question coming in this evening comes in from Bob. Love Schwarzenegger. Eviction like adrenal is yet another classic Schwartzisms.
You got a lot of those.
He does have a lot of them.
Thank you,
my
Bobby.
friend. You got anything else? You got some weird Schwartzisms you want to lay on us before we go?
Yeah, here's one. You know, Schwarz means black in German. Swarthy is related to Schwartz, means dark. How about sordid? That is the same root for Schwartz.
Your
dark in kind of a metaphor.
You're scaring me a little bit there.
He's a wealth of information. That'll teach you to
Yikes.
give me an open mic.
Cut his mic. All right, let's a little what we learned before we go with the gang. I'll go ahead and start talking about something Dr. Postel talked about this evening, which was what could be responsible, or maybe one aspect of the 10-day forecast and the huge variability in it. Is it actually what's going on in the Pacific right now, and typhoons and what impact they may have in pinching on the jet stream?
What I learned tonight is what we were talking about earlier before the show started. We were talking about the tides in Miami and how the forecast is consistently lower, but that's only because we're using 20 years of past data, and that's not really helping the forecast. It's all just archive data. And we're consistently below what the actual observed values are. That was interesting.
Yeah, not representative of what's happening right now, certainly with sea level rise. What I learned tonight is that I'm going to the Atlanta Motor Speedway in February.
Get your ticket now.
Yeah, 1 in 3 odds of getting a free ticket out of the deal. I love NASCAR, believe it or not.
Next February.
In February?
Game on.
Although I have to deal with cold temperatures, but you know.
Yeah. I was turned on by the specials that Dave Malkoff had put together, at least the reports that we've seen over recent weeks. And of course, that's going to air at 8 o'clock Eastern, right after this show, showing us the impact of global climate change in a place where it's really accentuated at the present time. This is what's happening where we live now to a lesser degree. That's what's happening. It's kind of a look into the future of what's going to happen here.
You know, I guess it's been out for a while, but I was amazed to learn about this 1 inch plus per year sea level rise in South Florida, where it had been over the last 15 years about 1/3 of an inch on average, and just in the last 5 years it's been more than 1 inch per year. And you know, we don't know whether or not that's a long-term trend, if it really is coming up that fast, but it is a little frightening, to say the least.
You know, I'm concerned about Alaska more so than I ever have. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing the special tonight by Malkoff, but that's really striking material that he put together, and I didn't realize the situation was that dire.
Eye-opening for sure.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, excellent evening. Thank you all for being here. Good show for sure. Tonight, in our open mic, corporate responsibility. It was revealed today at the National Weather Association's annual meeting in Oklahoma City that all the Fortune 500 companies, of all of them, okay, only 14 are weather-ready nation ambassadors. That's less than 3%. An ambassador can be a government agency, it can be a university, a nonprofit, a private company, you name it, okay? You get where I'm going there. Ambassadors work with NOAA to help make the nation more ready and resilient to extreme weather. So tonight, I'm revealing my fame and shame of weather-ready nation ambassadors. First, hats off to Disney World. This is a no-brainer, right? 19 million people visit the park each and every year. You gotta be weather-ready. Way to go, Disney World. But shame on you, Publix and Kroger, for not being ready. We clear bread off your grocery store shelves like it's our job when there's even a hint of a hurricane, right? Ditto, Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot. We need water, batteries, plywood, and generators, for God's sakes, right? Shame on you. But mad props to Pacific Gas and Electric, a utility company that's ahead of the game and ready to get the lights back on ASAP after a storm. I wish I could say the same for Duke Energy, NextEra, Dominion, AEP, Exelon, and Southern Company. They're the 6th richest utilities in the country, and not a single one of them is an ambassador. Being an ambassador, by the way, is free. During a weather disaster, what's the one most critical thing? It's communication, right? Shame on you, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. You're dropping the ball just like you're dropping our calls. Now, I realize public shaming from a geeky cable weatherman broadcasting from his basement isn't really strong-arming anyone. But all I'm asking for here, folks, is a little public outreach from the 486 other Fortune 500 companies that aren't weather-ready. Believe it or not, you can actually save some lives. Now, if you want to check out Dr. Jeff Masters' latest blog, you can do that. It's on September being the hottest month in recorded history. Head over to wonderground.com/blog. It's an absolutely terrific read. And by the way, we're planning to talk to you tonight about new technology that will soon enable us to forecast hurricanes like never before. Unfortunately, our guest couldn't make it. We'll have that and reschedule it for you for next week. Hey, thanks for being with us right here on Weather Underground. We'll see you tomorrow. And remember, from all of us here at Weather Underground, together, we know more.
Now, big experience, big change. An unprecedented look.
It's a sad thing.
At an American emergency.
There was never a debate. The winters are not as cold or as long.
Happening right here.
What's going on now on the planet? Whoa!
Why are these people about to lose their homes?
That's how we survive in the Arctic. Copy, thanks for the info, Brett.
What has lit more wildfires than ever before?
A lot of different weather patterns that I've noticed.
How are these homes sinking into the ground?
Right now, we're about 70 feet below the surface.
We go underground and above. Alaska, state of emergency. Here's Dave Malkoff.
Welcome to Alaska, America's majestic last frontier. But you could just as easily call it the climate change state. The evidence is all around us. To start our storytelling, we're going to get you on a bush plane and take you north of the Arctic Circle.
Welcome aboard.
To a community on the brink.
This Cessna Grand Caravan has many safety features on board.
While our puddle jumper is relatively safe, that island down there called Kivalina no longer is. Winter storms are literally eating the village alive. Crashing ocean waves are eroding the island, once protected by huge chunks of sea ice.
It's like a buffer. Whoa! And now it's into the winters where we get rain in January, when it used to be minus 30, minus 40, minus 50.
The 400 people of Kivalina could soon become America's first climate change refugees.
Basically, that is what we would be. Refugees.
Meet Colleen Swan. In recent years, she's become kind of the voice of Kivalina.
Kivalina is on the northwest coast of Alaska, above the Arctic Circle.
This tiny village is home to about 400 native Alaskans.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if everyone were related in this village.
The kids and their parents live off the land, very much like their ancestors did.
That's how we survive in the Arctic. You eat what survives up here.
But now, as tall waves can blow ice-cold water clear across the island, their lives are changing here. As politicians in Washington debate if climate change is real
here in Kivalina.
There was never a debate, you know, we just saw these changes happening and...
It's a sad thing.
Colleen's dad has lived here for 80 years. His hunting grounds used to be out there on the solid blocks of ice during the winter.
Bearded seals, whales,
muckduck, fish.
Muck duck,
belugas,
or beluga is hard to come by these days. The people in Kivalina believe changing climate and noise from a nearby mine has changed their migratory pattern.
Everything is gone. The ocean is empty like.
As recently as the 1970s and 80s, village elders remember the winter Arctic sea ice growing to 10 feet in thickness. But this past year, it came down to 3 feet. Not thick enough to hunt on and not thick enough to protect the village either.
The climate change has caused so much problem.
But it's not just the village elders saying that, it's actually the federal government. A congressional audit and the Army Corps of Engineers have identified 4 Alaskan villages in dire need of immediate relocation. They specifically say climate change is the problem here and have started to spend millions to protect this place.
The Corps sent the big super sacks.
These rock boxes were Kivalina Protection version 1.0, but the storms were still too powerful.
And it was because the ice was not there. We used that until the Corps was able to come in with this rock that came from Nome.
For now, the big rock wall is holding, just barely. The plan is actually to move the entire ancient community.
Our Eskimo dancing, you know, the spirituality is tied to our subsistence lifestyle.
Everybody needs to move off the island.
We have to keep our lifestyle alive.
Kivalina village is the only one without running water.
Lucy Adams is also in her 80s, but almost every day, when it's warm enough, her son takes her out on an hour-long motorboat ride to this stunning field of green, spongy tundra, where the wild berries grow.
Yeah, they're ripe now. They're ready to eat.
Lucy and her son pick blueberries and these things called salmon berries, while the kids go off and look for animals to hunt.
A bamboo, female.
And remember, they're not picking berries or hunting for fun. This is their way of life. This is how they sustain themselves.
Everything has changed. How we gather our food, all of it has changed. They've ripened a lot earlier than we expected.
We just adapted to those changes because they were subtle.
Even with help from the federal government, building a new Kivalina with new homes for everybody, a new school for the kids, new airport, new roads, it's costly. $180 million or more.
We don't have $180 million.
So for now, Kivalina will stay where it is, isolated on an island. Their protection and their lifestyle slowly melting around them. While the ice melt here above the Arctic Circle is changing their entire way of life, meanwhile, in the center part of the state, the problem is fire.
Been here for the last 2 seasons as a smoke jumper.
Cale Donnelly doesn't know it yet, but his crew is just about to hear another fire alarm here at what they call the Jump Shack. This is the plane he will soon jump from, right into the heart of a wildland fire. Alaska is so big, look at it compared to the rest of the country, that there is no other way to fight these kinds of fires than this. A parachute jump into some of the most remote woods you'll find in this nation. Listen for a bit and land with a hero sent from the sky.
I got you, Lynn, you're good.
And experts say as Alaska gets hotter and drier due to climate change, this kind of thing is going to break out more often. It already is.
Yeah, you know, there's still a lot of large fires out there that are getting beat down by a little bit of rain.
Chance of precip,
pretty low over most of the state.
The meteorologist back at the Jump Shack says all the rain in the past few days
yesterday's weather
has put most of the fires down.
Still unstable in the southeast corner of the state.
But we wanted to get a first-hand look. The only way to truly know if a fire is worth sending the smoke jumpers is from a seat in one of these recon planes.
The firefight here in Alaska has taken us 6,000 feet above the ground in this Aero Commander. Look out the window. You can actually see Denali. Looks like a cloud, but that's actually a mountain. Beautiful landscape out there, but it's burning right now at possible record levels.
Up front, we've got our pilot and fire spotter. In the back, it's Adam Colai. He's what's called a forestry technician with the Alaska Fire Service.
Why can't you get the information about where the fires are from satellites?
Oh, we can, actually. One of the limitations in that is we're only getting satellite imagery or the satellite information every 12 hours.
And so this is instant, looking out the windows with your own eyeballs.
Of course.
In 2015 alone, more than 700 wildfires have burned in Alaska. We're talking more than 5 million acres torched. That's more wildfire than in California, more than in the American West, more, in fact, than the entire rest of the country combined. In this one state.
So if we look at the state right here, where are we going in Alaska?
Okay, we're going right here, about 100 miles southwest of Fairbanks.
That looks right in the center of Alaska.
Right in the center of Alaska.
And there it was.
Flame lengths up to 50 feet.
Smoke so heavy, you could actually smell it up here.
Good to go to get everyone started off.
And close enough to a cabin.
Copy, thanks for the info, Brett.
To call the Jump Shack. And the team they called out? You guessed it.
So we actually will jump out of the side door.
Cale Donnelly and 3 other smoke jumpers, boots on the smoldering ground.
The fire could be getting, across the drainage from the cabin here.
Pulling the trigger on those smoke jumpers is something this crew takes very seriously. Once those guys hit the ground, they could be there for 21 days or more.
It's just about the least fun you can have on a camping trip. You will go inside this remote Alaska fire camp when we return.
At Safelight, we know how busy life can be. These kids were headed to their first dance recital when their windshield got cracked, but they couldn't miss the show. So Dad went to the new Safelight.com, and in just a few clicks, he scheduled a replacement before the girls even took the stage. Safelight.com is the fast, easy way to schedule service anywhere in America, so you don't have to miss a thing. Hey, y'all did wonderful. That's another Safelight advantage.
Safelight repair, Safelight replace. Stay.
More stay per roll.
Sit.
More sit per roll.
Watch me. Roll over. Whoops.
More who's training who per roll. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent. So 1 roll of Bounty can last longer than those bargain brands. So you get more life per roll. Bounty, the long-lasting, quicker picker-upper.
La 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 la.
Tonight we come to let loose. Tonight we come to dance. They try to put us in a box. They try to categorize us the same. We gotta dress like this, we gotta talk like that. But we say no more. Spirit, use your wings. Tonight we change things.
Freedom. Good luck.
Steve Jobs is hugely entertaining. It's a new American classic.
Steve, it's time.
Steve Jobs, rated R.
Intense right now.
Oh my God.
That's blacked out. This is so cool.
Alaska. State of emergency. Here's Dave Malkoff.
Welcome back. We are on the fire line here in Alaska. This crew is returning from the Aggie Creek fire. 31,000 acres burned, started by a lightning strike. Seems big, but this is considered a small fire. in this wild season here in the state of Alaska. We're already looking at millions of acres burned this season, and experts we've been talking to say this could be what we see in the future as well.
We went up 100 fires in like a week, in 1 week, 100 new starts. And so when that happens, it's basically prioritize which fires we're going to end up actually taking action on.
Those aren't city names down there. Those are fires. Alaska has burned through more acres than any other state this year.
Burning 4 million acres in 3 weeks is significant. Our fire records here go back about 60 years.
This is one of hundreds of fire camps set up by a tough group of men and women who spend up to a month isolated in deep burning woods. Al Laurent has been on this one for 10 days.
10 days is nothing. 20 days was something.
All in a state you may think of as cold and wet. That is changing.
Drier earlier than it normally is up here in Alaska.
Let's take a look at just the numbers here. Each dot represents a year between 1950 and today. Some years here in Alaska, we have almost no wildfires above 1,000 acres. Some years, there's more than 100. But don't just look at the dots. Look at the average. For some reason or another, that average is on its way up.
The trend appears to be more large-scale fires. There's been some work done by modelers looking at climate that do suggest that we will have longer fire seasons and probably larger fire seasons.
This is my 17th season.
We got socked in so bad, the smoke covered us, and we had to exchange our camp from one spot to another.
He's saying they had to pick up everything, all of this gear, the entire campsite, and quickly move it away to a secondary location. Imagine doing all that work right in the middle of a massive firefight. That, apparently, is the new reality up north.
A lot of different weather patterns that I've noticed.
We had fallout from the smoke.
A lot of stuff's hotter and drier. I think it's a lot of fires are going to be like this in the future, especially if there's less snow.
Some of these wildfires, even in unoccupied areas of Alaska, can get real dangerous real fast. Look how close this burn zone came to the famous Trans-Alaska Pipeline, 800 miles of crude oil going from the top to the bottom of the state. This is one resource those firefighters do not want to end up charred. There's pipeline down there, but there are also occupied cabins in isolated areas. That's why these elite firefighters are jumping out of planes more than ever. It's the only way to get to these remote fires. Food, water, and fuel all float down from the sky. Those firefighters down there are just getting started. Still ahead, why are Alaskan houses sinking?
The stove, you can't cook. The frying pan would slide on the stove.
The answer is actually down here.
Right now, we're about 70 feet below the surface. The heat that's coming from her house is actually thawing out.
It's not just this one house. Major parts of Alaska are sinking, thawing out, and washing away. So what's causing this? Well, why don't you come underground with us and see it for yourself? That's next after this short break. We'll be back in just a moment. I am cold. I got to get my jacket.
Bridgestone is changing the game in tire performance.
So Will Arnett can get to the store when he's out of diapers.
Well, to be clear, they're not for me. They're for my son. So we should probably go.
We switched Will's tires to Bridgestone's revolutionary Drive Guard tires.
Oh, those look sharp.
It's okay. Our Drive Guard tires are engineered to take a puncture and drive up to 50 miles on a flat, so no side of the road.
Well, that's good, because the side of the road is dangerous, especially since we're going commando.
Weird?
What commando mean?
When your cold makes you wish you could stay in bed all day, you need the power of new TheraFlu Express Max. New TheraFlu Express Max, the power to feel better.
Pure Leaf leaves in tea that actually tastes like tea. That's why we brew with real tea leaves. It's a little more work, but that's what you do for the love of leaves. Pure Leaf, real leaf brewed tea.
La 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 la.
Tonight we come to let loose. Tonight we come to dance. They try to put us in a box. They try to categorize us the same. We gotta dress like this. We gotta talk like that. But we say
local pharmacy is about trust. It's about friendship and family. It's about community. By shopping at Beckley Pharmacy, you can build a lasting relationship with people whose top priority is your well-being. When we fill a prescription, we're not helping a customer, we're helping a friend. Not only do we guarantee the sincerity and personal attention you deserve, but we guarantee to beat any pharmacy's prices, and the money stays in our local community where it belongs. Beckley Pharmacy, what a pharmacy was meant to be.
We sent 2 women into a real guy's night out to see if they could find the guy who uses Just for Men. It's me.
No way. I've had no clue.
Just for Men gives you a natural gray-free look in just 5 minutes.
It's really good.
Great-looking hair, made easy. Just for Men.
Get babies moving with the Little Ocean Explorers 3-in-1 Adventure Course from Little Tykes. Help babies learn to sit, crawl, and stand up. More than 15 activities help babies develop fine motor skills and confidence. The Little Ocean Explorers 3-in-1 Adventure Course. Little Tykes. Imaginations in motion.
Dash.com and start bidding today.
Currently in our area. Tonight, mostly clear, low 45, winds light and variable. Thursday, mainly sunny, high 73, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a mostly clear sky, low 50, winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Glaciers in the Arctic moving, calving, and melting at exponential rates. It's the most iconic image when you think of global climate change. Welcome back to Alaska. I'm Dave Malkoff, standing on the Harding ice field. This is the remnant of a giant ice sheet that covered this part of southern Alaska some 10,000 years ago. That's Alaska's history. But the ice on the surface isn't the only thing that keeps the past alive. There is ice just underneath our feet that's alive as well. This is Ruth's house.
Well, I'm Ruth Macchione.
And this is Ruth's late husband, Peter.
December will be 30 years since he passed on.
The house Peter built never had a chance. Much of Alaska sits on a foundation of ice.
The floor would get wavy like this.
When that ice warms, it swallows buildings.
The stove, you can't cook. The frying pan would slide on the stove.
So what's truly going on here? What is causing Alaska to sink like this? Well, to truly understand that, we need to take you underground.
Right now, we're about 70 feet below the surface inside of permafrost.
Permafrost is frozen soil and other stuff, too.
Part of a shoulder blade, probably of a bison.
A 14,000-year-old animal packed away in deep freeze.
So my name is Chris Heimstra.
Dr. Heimstra works in a tunnel the U.S. Army carved into the living ice that sits below Alaska.
The ice is pretty easy to find.
As temperatures rise, this permafrost thaws out.
Home's where your heart is.
Well, that's what turned Ruth's life upside down.
That thermal environment has been changing because her house is there. And when you have a permafrost there, which is really hard.
Solid ice, yeah.
It's solid ice.
But
and when you thaw that out, it turns into mud.
And it just sinks down.
And it subsides, yes.
There's something else happening here, even more troubling than sinking homes.
You gotta do what you have to do to live in a home, I guess. I don't know.
Now, Ruth eventually built a new house, but as the frozen north defrosts...
And life in the north is being impacted really heavily by what's going on now on the planet.
Permafrost holds carbon in the ground so it doesn't get into the atmosphere. It's history frozen in time. Here in this ancient stream bed, we found this stick, carbon dated at 43,000 years old.
Where you don't want it to go is into the atmosphere.
But that's exactly what it will do if that stick comes out of this freezer. That's what permafrost is. It's a freezer locking ancient plants and animals away underground where they can't rot and give off greenhouse gases. Even a few degrees of warming starts to unplug the freezer.
It's easy to get a couple of degrees up when it's at -2°C to get it to 0, and when that happens, it thaws out.
Hey, remember our friends on the disappearing island of Kivalina?
Our land started falling away, and it was because the ice was not there.
That area in northern Alaska sits on permafrost too, and the ocean waves are eating it away. Look at this time lapse.
With sea ice gone, you tend to get more wave action, and that physical action and that warmer water is definitely impacting that coastal surface and eroding that coastline dramatically every year.
Each chunk that thaws gives off a little bit of methane, a stronger greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. Watch. In the winter, you can actually set it on fire. This is not man-made carbon from factories or highways.
Where we're sitting now is probably close to 30,000, 40,000 years old.
Methane is formed in millions of lakes around the Arctic.
Just how much dangerous gas are we talking here? NASA is using these planes to collect it. Come fly with us after the break.
Nothing artificial, just real roasted turkey, carved thick. That's the right way to make a good turkey sandwich. The right way to eat it is however you eat it.
I got you.
Panera, food as it should be.
Remember the hassle of vacuuming? Before, the Dyson V6 Motorhead Cleaner gave you powerful suction and standout performance without the hassle of a cord.
Will it be the front left or the passenger side rear? Which tire will be the free one? Buy 3 tires at Pep Boys and get the 4th free instantly. Which one is totally up to you. You're in the power seat.
If I want to go up,
hello.
If I want to go down, but then if I want to come back again, it's perfect.
My favorite part is to be able to lift your legs up a little bit, and it feels like I'm just cradled.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
Yeah, right.
Expose the black beneath the white, in light of day, in dark of night. When winter shuts down work and schools, come with resolve and powerful tools. Endure through every push, salt, and stack until your streets are back to black.
The all-new Fiat 500X crossover. It has 70 standard and available safety features, available all-wheel drive, and a few dangerous curves.
Remember when you said men are superior drivers?
Yeah?
Yeah. Then how'd I get this
Allstate Safe Driving Bonus Check.
Who's that?
so weird, right? My agent Tom said,
Only Allstate sends you a bonus check for every 6 months you're accident-free.
but I'm a woman. Maybe it's a misprint. Does it look like a misprint?
Okay, let's try. Silence. Ask an Allstate agent about the Safe Driving Bonus Check. Are you in good hands?
Tomorrow on AMHQ.
You're about to see something you have never seen on television before.
I want to make sure everybody can get an idea of what's happening here.
Let's talk about that.
Let's lift the base of this and talk a little bit about tornadoes.
That's pretty impressive. Let me show you why.
We'll tell you about it coming up.
Welcome back. Another breathtaking morning here in Alaska where you have those cool nights and the sunshiny mornings coming over the mountains. You get this beautiful fog coming off of any lake that you drive by. But there's another gas coming out of the ground that could be very dangerous up here for the climate. It's something you can't see, but you can smell.
This is where you sniff from.
NASA has a nose above Alaska.
My name's Seth Chasnoff. I'm an engineer with the Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
We have seen the Arctic change. Millions have felt it. And this crew...
My name is Chip Miller.
In this custom-built plane...
The Carve C-23 Sherpa.
...can smell it change.
We're smelling for carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane.
Collect all the gas, store it in these bottles in the case, then ship it off to scientists who will study it. Alaska is warming fast. In the past 50 years, average temperatures are up 3.4 degrees Fahrenheit, twice the national average.
The winters are not as cold or as long.
A government agency created by President Bush 41 projects Alaska will heat up an additional 7 degrees by 2050. When the frozen Earth thaws out, it unleashes ancient carbon that's been in deep freeze in some cases since the woolly mammoth walked this land.
Some 2,000 billion tons of carbon are thought to be in the frozen soils and permafrost.
Well, much of that is buried way too deep to defrost. Globally around the Arctic, up to 20% is actually close enough to the surface to start this massive exhaust of ancient carbon that could rival the carbon humans have pumped into the sky since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution.
Here we have an instrument that is looking down through the port here.
Oh, that's an open hole in the plane.
That is an open hole in the bottom of the plane.
We slid under the plane now.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So this is the port through which the infrared camera looks. We're using it to understand how wet the surface of Alaska really is, so we can see individual trees and branches as we're flying along.
Trees breathe carbon in, but animals and thawing permafrost breathe it out.
We're beginning to see the transition from more of a breathing in to actually more of a breathing out.
The more carbon in the air, the hotter it gets. The hotter it gets, the more carbon comes out of the ground. More heat, more carbon, more carbon, more carbon. It's a loop.
That's the problem that we have.
And the first Americans to feel it are right here in Alaska. The Alaska natives and the relative newcomers who live here have adapted to countless changes over the centuries. Looks like they'll have to do more of the same going forward, but they are a hardy bunch, the folks who live here at the top of the world. In Alaska, I'm Dave Malkoff. Thanks for watching.
We have uncovered a remarkable planet, a world of extreme weather, alien landscapes, and bizarre phenomena. It's the most complex system we know of in the universe. That planet